Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us by hitting that subscription button right below. It's free, and don't forget to hit the bell notification. Thank you so much to every single one of you that have been with me from the start. I am grateful and humbled by every single one of you, and thank you so much for the newcomers that just subscribed also. Welcome, and I hope you're going to feel at home alongside with all of us, one big whole family. Okay, so today we're going to create a half moon rug. Now, of course, you can use whatever colors fits in your home, your decorations. I'm using these colors because I have them in my kitchen, the same thing. I have the lime green, the yellow. Of course, in camera, the colors never give it justice, and some brown. And I'm sure that some of you that have been following me know that I've created some jar covers, for the sugar, coffee, and flour, and things like that on these colors. And therefore, I'm using these for the half moon rug, one for the sink, which is right next to the counter of the stove. So one for the stove. I did create already one piece, of course. Very simple, very fast to create, and not, not too much waste on using too much thread. Now, of course, I use 100% 6-ply cotton thread. These are Portugal threads. The best suggestion I give you is Aunt Lydia number 3. It's perfect to create rugs because it's thick enough for it. This is a little bit thicker than Aunt Lydia, but not by much, okay? And of course, the size of the rug, you can go as big as you'd like with adding just more rows into it, okay? Now, before we get into the rug and stuff, up top there's 3 little buttons on the right. You click there, and once you open that, it tells you slow down the video to the speed desired. So you click on the speed you would like to slow down if I'm too fast for you. Next to the 3 little buttons, there's the letter CC, which is for closed caption. If you don't see it next to the 3 little buttons up top, then once you open the 3 little buttons, it will be in there CC. Turn your closed caption on. Everything I will say will be written down here. You can pause the video and take notes of the stitches that I'm calling and each row that I'm going about. This is a 6-ply. I'm going to use a 5.5. I should be using bigger, but I just can't get used to the big hooks. So 5.5 pair of scissors to cut your edges, and a little one to tuck in loose ends. Now, remembering always the trick to crocheting. If your stitch is too tight, go a size or 2 bigger on your hook. If your stitch is too tight to create 1 chain space and it's pulling, use 2 chain space. If it's too loose, then cut down on the chain space. So it's very simple to have that created, okay? I also would like to mention that a little, I think it's a week or 2 ago, I had asked for everybody's opinions about helping out people with thread, because I do get a lot of comments, either my Facebook messages, on Instagram also, that they would, they love following me, but they can't afford to buy thread. These are people that are in pensions that are not enough, or they're very sick. They live off, some kind of welfare benefit from it. Mental health issues, we all know how devastating that can be. There's nothing like trying to help somebody else in good willing of your heart and give them something to occupy their minds. My goal and my mission is to help women or men, because there is men crocheters, in need, of a couple of balls of thread and keep them busy. I cannot do this alone. Obviously, if I was rich, I wouldn't be asking you guys for help. And I think it doesn't hurt if, most of yous, if not all of yous, 50 cents, $1, €1, whatever, help out, with a helping hand, and feel good about it, that we can do something to change somebody's emotions through keeping their minds busy doing and creating things. So please help out. We are in this together, and I've mentioned, for quite some time, this is not just a crochet channel, but we are a helping channel. And my mission is to help absolutely people that need it. I mean, I could just imagine, I want to get busy with something and not have like $1, $2, or $3 or $4 or $5, $6 to get a roll of thread. So my mission is to buy the thread, call out their names, make a little video to who it's going for, so you'll know, and it's throughout the world. It's not just, in specific countries. I will ship it to wherever they are. So please help out. My PayPal account will be below on the description box. I created that account specifically to help out people that want to donate. So please find it in your hearts with little sums. Nobody's asking you for millions, just a few bucks here and there, change on your pocket. Sometimes we spend money silliness and stupidities that we have so much in the house already, and we just continue to buy things that we don't necessarily mean. Well, you can make a difference by donating something to help, to buy something for somebody to get busy on doing creations, okay? So please do. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it. By the way, we have 2 of them that already have donated. So Karen Coffee, thank you so much. God bless you. What a blessing you are. That's the administrator of Crochet Therapy. I never get tired of saying what a wonderful woman. And Carrie Young is one of the monitors. Beautiful woman too. And the other second person that donated was Barbara Foot. And thank you so much. God bless you. She's a friend on Facebook. Not specifically somebody that I know personally, just, one person that's added to my Facebook for quite some time when I started this channel. So thank you so much, Barbara, and thank you so much, Karen. God bless you guys at 10,000 times more than what you have. Try to help with this donation. Now, I know it's not much, but you know what? If everybody hands in a little bit, it all ends up at the end. And this is what's important for this mission. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Let's get started. So I'll show you here. I know it's too small to show you, but of course you saw the picture already up top, and time to time I'll post in the little box as we're going with the tutorial a picture of the half moon. So this is the edge that I did, for the half moon. It's got like little flowers and so on. You don't have to do it. You can just do it completely double crochet. Very simple as that, and finish off with single all the way around. It's up to you. I wanted to absolutely give it a nice decoration. Why not? I hear sometimes people when I'm creating rugs, they're saying, oh my God, I would never put that on the floor. It's too pretty. Yes, it is very pretty, and that's the whole point, is to put it on the floor. Make your room, make your kitchen, make your living room, make your bedroom look pretty. You only live once. You ain't going to bring none of these rugs or anything of this kind when we die. So enjoy the moment. So it gets dirty, you wash it, throw it in the machine. Well, I don't say so much for the thread, forget it. Throw in a little bucket with soap and water, because you don't want to put this on machines. And that's it. And hand dry it. I mean, we have to enjoy it while we are alive. What's the point of creating things and putting it away, tucking it away in closets, and not showing the beauty that you've created? So yes, use it, people. Don't think that you're going to bring anything with you once we are out of this world, So make it pretty. Don't be afraid to put it on the floor. Of course, you don't want to put very bright colors like whites and pinks into a kitchen or a bathroom, but you can go in. That's why I choose the browns. You can go into browns, you can go into grays, you can go into mustards and things like that. These are perfect colors for the greens and so on, and some blues. Perfect for that type of atmosphere of the kitchen, especially sink and stove. You want to have something more darker. This is where we usually spend more time with the dishes and cooking and so on. Okay, but don't be afraid. Do it, create it, and use it. Make it pretty. And you could always create as much as you want with different colors. You could also create the color that you would like for the bathtub, people. match your curtains and the if you have a window or the drape from the shower, match it, or your towels on your bathroom. Create the rug, put it in front of the bathtub. It's just perfect for that. Okay, it looks pretty. Okay, let's get started, people. So the first thing we're going to do is the magic circle. And if you can't, then do a 3 chain or 4 chain if your stitch is too tight. Okay, I'm going to do chain 3 inside of this magic circle. I'm going to do 5 more double crochets. So we're going to have a total of 6 double crochet because we are going to have, let me just show you here, we're going to have 6 motives. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Very simple. And these double crochets, as you go by rows, this just increase on the first double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's including with chain 3 we went up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you close it completely. You're going to turn around and you're going to do chain 2 or 3 for some of you. On the same space, we're going to do another double crochet. 1 chain separation, next space. 2 double crochets on the same space, we're increasing, and 1 chain separation, next space. 2 double crochets. We're building our motives to have the 6 motives. Okay, so next space, 2 double crochet, 1 chain separation. So very simple. This is going to be all the way up to the desired length you would like. Mine has 90, good God, I will have to confirm, but I think it's 994 width, the wideness, by 60 something. I will put it in the description box below or mention it in a little bit. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Don't forget you have this little last one here that sometimes we tend to forget because it's always so hidden in, right? So we need to get the last one here and do 2 double crochets. So now you're supposed to have a total of 12 double crochets, 6 groups separated by 1 chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to turn our work, and again, chain 2 for some, chain 3 for others. On the same space, another double crochet. Now we're increasing again. On the next one, 1 double crochet. So we started with 1, now 2 double crochets, now 3 double crochets, next row 4 double crochets, 5 double crochets, okay, and so on. So 1 chain separation, and next space 2 double crochets. So we're always increasing 2 double crochets at the beginning of the groups, okay, on the first double crochet here. 1 chain, and again 1, 2 double crochets on the same space. On the second one, 1 double crochet, 1 chain. So creating groups of 3 now. Next row we'll be creating groups of 4, okay, and it's always separated by 1 chain. 2 double crochet on the same space, and 1 chain, and again on the last one, the little corner one, don't forget we always have to make sure that we get these 6 motives in, and on the last one right on the edge, 1 double crochet. Okay, so we started with 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to turn around. We're going to create 2 double crochets on the same one, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet. So we'll have a total of 4, 1 chain separation, 2 double crochets on the same one, double crochet, another group of 4, and so on. So we're going to continue to do this. If you want to do the same motive as here, I did 1, 2, well, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So after row 13, I'm doing this little green motif just to spice it up a bit. Okay, so I'll meet you on row 13. So very simple. 1, 2 on the same space, 2 double crochet, next space, 1 double crochet, and next space, 1 double crochet. So now you have your groups of 4, 1 chain separation, and we continue on with the same thing. So I'm going to continue to advance mine, and I'll meet you at the end of row 13, and I'm going to continue on with the green. Now I don't cut my thread because that is only a single crochet, so I just go right up afterwards with my brown, so I don't have too much tucking in to do. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of row 13. Okay, everyone, so I had mentioned before row 13, so I did my row 13 and 14. I had miscalculated on the other pattern, so it's 14 rows before I used the green, so I have 14 rows here, and I left my thread on here. I didn't cut it because we're only doing single crochet. Now make sure that your pattern is faced up properly, not on the wrong side. Make sure it's faced on the right side. And I'm just leaving this here because then I'll be working on it on the next row. So I'm coming into the first double crochet and doing a single. So this row is very simple. It's just single crochet, 1 per each row, 1 per each space. Okay, so nothing to it, just trying to hide my thread here. 1 per space, single crochet, and when we come to that 1 chain space, I'm going right in the middle of that chain and doing 1 single crochet. So very simple. Now, like I said, this is optional. You don't have to do it. Don't tighten your stitch too much so it doesn't start pulling. Give enough loosage so it doesn't pull into the pattern. So you're going to have 14 singles. I'm coming in the middle here of the chain and doing my single. You can go right over if you like inside. I prefer to do it in the middle of the chain. Okay, so very simple. And once I finish doing my singles, then I can cut my thread because we will have to do another 5 rows in order to use the green again. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I finished doing my green. I've cut in my end and I've tucked in between these single stitch there and made a knot. Most of you know that this is how I finish my patterns up. I always knot in between the stitch. Okay, so now I'm just going to go directly in my single here. So I'm going up and I'm doing a single. Okay, so I'm up into my, so I'm not counting this as a row. So we did 14, now I'm going to do 15. So we're going to do chain 2, coming into the same space and adding another one in the same space. Okay, and then 1 per space like we were doing. So now we're going to continue to increase. Oops, and I'm doing this wrong. We have to grab back loops. Sorry. So it's always important to look ahead of the video. So this one, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do the 2 inside of here, and then back loops only. Okay, just to have that little 3D wall effect. You don't have to do it. If you want to grab front loop all the way through, then go ahead. I'm going to do it because I think it gives another different cute little style to it, like I did with the other one. So 1 per space. So we're going to have 15 double crochets now. And then we're going to do 5 rows, okay, before we use the other green. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to continue to increase. There's 15 here, next row 16, 17, 18, 19. So 5 more rows like this, and I'll meet you at the end of my 5th row. And then I'm using the green again. Okay, so increase always now, so you can have your 15 double crochets. So 2 at the beginning, using back loops only. Okay, I'll meet you on my so if this is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, so on your 19th row, and I'm counting is the brown, not the green. Okay, just want to remind you that coming into our 1 chain, we continue to do that 1 chain. Okay, so nothing changes on that. So you skip that 1 chain, and you add your 2 double crochets. Make sure you grab back loops completely. Okay, so 2 together, and then 1 per space. So you're going to do your 1 chain, you're going to skip this here. Okay, everyone, so I did my 5 rows. So in reality of the brown, we're at 19 rows. I'm coming in with my green again. Make sure you're faced the right side up. And I'm coming into the corner. We're doing a single crochet again. So make sure you grab your first double crochet here at the corner. Okay, so we're going to have 19 singles, and we're grabbing back loops only. So the first one, it doesn't matter. You can put in directly into the double crochet, and then 1 per space, and then you can cut your thread. Like I said, this is optional. You don't have to do it. I want to do it because it gives it another style, and because I told you I have those jar sugar flour coffee jar decorations that I created that has these colors. So I think it will just bring everything together, and eventually I will do either tablecloth or a table runner for the counter, and a tablecloth probably for the table, matching the same colors. Okay, so just do your singles, back loops only. It's supposed to have 19 singles, and then you can cut your thread, and then we're going to do 5 rows of the double crochets again, and adding always 1 at the beginning. So I'll meet you at the end. So I'm coming back with my brown. I'm going to do 2 together. And then 1 per space. I'm going to grab back loops. Actually, no, I'm grabbing front loops. Sorry about that, people. And I had to put 3 here because I missed 1. See the little tricky thing when you forget about the last double crochet. So I missed 1 green there, so no issues. I'll just add 3 in here just to make sure that I have the right amount. Okay, so we're going to do front loops. So the loop facing you. Okay. And we're going to continue 5 rows the same way. So you're always going to add 2 together at the beginning of your stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you after my 5th row. So that means just counting the brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. So on the 24 row of the brown, I'll meet you at the end of the 24th. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 5 rows. And now we're going to go back into the green, but we're going to change up a little bit, okay? Because we're going to set it up to the row for the next row to be the flowers. So we're going to come into, make sure that I'm faced the right way to begin with. Yes. So you have to be facing the right way. I'm going to come into my first double crochet with the single. Chain 2. On the same space, I'm not going to close it. I'm going to do an incomplete. I'm going to skip a space and I'm going to come in back loop only. And now I'm going to close it at once. One chain. Again, back into the same space and then complete. I'm going to skip a space and back into the next space. And close it at once. One chain into the same space. Incomplete, skip a space, back loop, and close it at once. One more time, into the same space, skip one, back loop, okay, and we're going to do this all the way to the end. Now we're supposed to end up with, I believe it's 82 space, okay, so this is like V's, 1, 2, 3, 4. I will check with you at the end, and you could always advance and see how much it is, but I think it's 82 if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to finish mine and come back to you on it. Okay, everyone, also a reminder that when you're coming into that space, you still have to count. So I had finished mine right on top of it. One chain into the same space, skip a space and into the next one. One chain into the same space, skip a space into the next one. And it continues on. Okay. Okay, everyone, so I finished it. I've cut my thread because we're going to do the flowers now. So you got to finish the same way with one, like we started at the beginning. We started with one, and this belongs here, right? Okay, so now I have 74 space, okay? We're going to start with flower. Okay, starting with our flower. We're going to come in on our first V here, single, two chain. I'm going to come back in, incomplete. I'm going to come back in, incomplete. So we have 3 on our hook. I'm cutting into the next V space, incomplete. I'm going to do 9 of these incomplete and close them all at once, 3 per V. Next space, incomplete, incomplete, and this is the 9th one, incomplete. Now we're going to close them all together. I know sometimes it's a challenge, but we do what we can and close it all together. 1, 2, and 3. Incomplete, incomplete. Close it all together. 1, 2, and 3. Neighbor's dog is going crazy over a cat. I apologize for that. 2 and 3. Now, we're not going to close this. We're continuing to make the flower. Now, instead of having 3 of these, let's say the 9 that we did, we're going to have 12 because of these 3 here, okay? Coming into the same one as we did. Now you got to hold it on well into your hook so it doesn't escape. So we're going to do 3 more, incomplete. So now we have 6, right? 3, 6, we need 12. So we go into the next one. And we got to do the 3 incomplete. I know it's a challenge, but it's worth, it's worth the challenge. Back in again, incomplete, and this is the 9th. Incomplete. So we have 1 more. So now we have 3, 6, and 9 with the 1 up here. We need 12. The last one, incomplete, incomplete, and 1 more. And now we're going to take it out all together. I know it could be a challenge, but got to do what we can, right? Okay. And now you close it in, slip stitch. So you're going to have it like this. See if I can lower a bit the lighting on here. 1, 2, and 3. Again, 3 incomplete. And close it at once. 1, 2, and 3. Now this one we don't close it because we're going to go into the next one to complete the flower. So 2 and 3. So we have 3 already into the same one. 1, 2, and 3. into the next space. 1, 2. Sometimes it's just a little bit of a challenge here. And 3. Now we have one more of the 3. 1, 2, and 3. So we have our 12 in our hook, and we take it out at once. Isn't it wonderful when it comes out all in one shot? It's just perfect. 1, 2, and 3. So you're going to repeat that all the way to the end. If you need to rewind, then go ahead. 1, 2, and 3. And you, like I said at the beginning, you can slow down your video. So you keep these 3 on your hook. Best to put it here so you can see better. And then into the next V. 1, 2, and 3. Next. And I made a mistake, sorry. Has to be on the where we have, not thinking, am I? So the one on your hook there. We have to go in here. 1, 2, and 3. Next space. 1, 2, and 3, and one more of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now we got to take it out all at once, and these are the 12. Okay, and this is how it's going to go all the way to the end. So if you need to slow down the video, go ahead and then take it from there. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much reached the end, as you can see. And I have, instead of, did my 3, instead of going up and do the other 3, I'm just going to come in to my last one and do the 3 here and close it up. And we're pretty much done with the flowers, and we're going back into the green. So you do your 3 incomplete, and you can cut your thread. And just pull it through some of the loops here in the back, because we're going to be we're using the green, and we're doing the same thing as we did here, and that's going to cover it. Now remembering that at the end we're doing single crochet all the way around, so we're going to cover all of that up. Okay, so with the green now. So slip stitch knot. I'm going to come into the first single that we did here with the flower, and I'm going to do a single. I'm going to come right into the center here and another single. 1, 2 chain. We're going to come where the 3 chain we did here of the flower when we went up. So this is all incomplete, okay? And now we close it. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3 chain. If your stitch is too tight, then do 4. Okay? I'm going to come right in between the flowers. Just check mine here a second. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much reached the end, as you can see. And I have, instead of, did my 3, instead of going up and do the other 3, I'm just going to come in to my last one and do the 3 here and close it up. And we're pretty much done with the flowers, and we're going back into the green. So you do your 3 incomplete, and you can cut your thread. And you just pull it through some of the loops here in the back, because we're going to be we're using the green, and we're doing the same thing as we did here, and that's going to cover it. Now remembering that at the end we're doing single crochet all the way around, so we're going to cover all of that up. Okay, so with the green now. So slip stitch knot. I'm going to, so we do a single on the first double crochet here, or the single I should say. And I'm doing 1, 2 chain. I'm coming in to the first one here and doing 3 incomplete. Not 3, sorry, 2 incomplete. I don't know where in my mind. Is it 2 or 3? No, it's 3, I'm sorry. Sometimes, you know. Okay, now we close it. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3 chain. I'm coming back in and doing 3 incomplete. And then I'm going directly into the between flowers here and doing 3 incomplete. And then closing it in like that. 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm coming back in the same space and doing 3 incomplete. And then into between the flowers, 3 incomplete, and close it all at once. So 1, 2, and 3. If your stitch is too tight, then do a 4 chain. Okay, we don't want the pattern to be pulled. So we're going to continue to do that, incomplete, and then incomplete, and close it all at once. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished it in the same way we did the 3. So I did 3 right on the edge. Okay, so it's like the 3 attachments before you close it all in. Now we're going back into the brown and doing double crochet. So as you recall, we did the chain here, and we have the 3 attachments. So it becomes the same thing with 3 attachments. I didn't need to do a chain because I was not starting a row, right? So I did the chain here. Okay, so we're going to go right in the first one here with a single. Neighbors' dogs are going crazy. They must be seeing a cat. This is like every day an issue. Cats, they know that there's the dogs around here, so they come around to bother them. If it's not ours, it's the neighbors. Okay, so single, 1, 2 chain. This would equal like a double crochet. Okay. Let me just see if I started with 2. Sometimes I can't remember what I did. I did. Okay. So we're going to do another double crochet on the same space and 1 right here at the edge. Okay. Put it like this. Sometimes it's better for you guys to see. We're going to come into the center here and do 2 double crochets. So this row is only double crochets. We're going to do 1 right here. We're going to come, let me see, just to make sure. Yes, 1 in the center here. And then 2 double crochets in the middle here. And then 1 here, right where the double crochet is. And 1 in the center. And 2 in the center here of the 3 chain, 4 chain, whatever chain you did. So we have 2, 1 here, 1 in the center, and 2 in the center here. So this is all you need to do. Just double crochet all the way through. 1 in the center. So single, 2 chain, another double crochet in the same space, right on the edge here where we've turned, closed in all of them, double crochet, 2 in the center of the V, 1 on the edge here again, 1 on the middle, and 2 in the center. On the edge, 1 in the middle, 2 in the center, 1 here, 1 in the middle, 2 in the center. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much did all my double crochets, and by my count, I believe I have 158. I know that when we're going to do the next row, it's probably going to be, we probably have to skip or shorten twice, okay, because I don't think it gives the right amount. Hopefully it will. I can't remember, but I think I had to adjust it a bit. Okay, so single, come back into the first one again, and do a single. So we'll have a single there, a complete single. Next space, single, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 singles. chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th one, single, and again 7 singles. So this row will be about 7 singles, 5 chain, and skip 4 space going to the 5th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 singles. Gotta make sure I pull my threads together through 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3 on the 5th space, single, and again 7 singles. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end, and if we have to make an adjustment, no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which I believe I had to do an adjustment on 2 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th space. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I do have to make an adjustment, as I remembered that I had to, because now I did my 5 chain. If I skip 1, 2, 3, 4 and go into the 5th, I will only have 2 chains left. And we need to do these 7 chains like we did at the beginning. So I'm going to come back 2 of the 7, and I'm going to do my 7 chain on the same space here. So 2 singles together, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Instead of skipping 5, I'm going to skip only 4. 1, 2, 3 on the 4th one, and then single, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the same one again, 7. So this is the little adjustment we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we're going to skip again. 1, 2, 3 on the 4th one. We skip again. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we can skip the next. We can go into the 5th one. We'll be okay. So we're going to the 5th one here. If you need to rewind and look at it, that's in case you have 158 like I do. So you can go to 160. So you can add, instead of putting 2, you can put 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and right at the edge is our 7th. Okay. So now we are going to come in with the yellow. So now we can cut, come in through the spaces here, because we're going to work on the yellow. So we're going to go on top of these leftover thread. Will be hidden. So just go in through the loops back and forth. And we're going to go with the yellow. So make sure you're facing frontwards. So face front. Okay, so I'm going to come right into the first one here, because we have to keep it at the edge, so we can have that firmness of the round with the single. I'm going to skip a space, and I'm coming into the next one. So that's 2, 3, skip a space again, and 4. I'm going to come directly inside of here and do 7. So we're going to do 9 double crochets inside of here. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I was almost making a mistake on saying 7, so skip 1. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're going to skip the first one, going to the second. 1, 2, 3, and 4 singles. Okay, so make sure I pull through the thread properly, or else not a good thing. Back into the big loop and do 9 double crochets. Now, of course, the reason why I'm using the wrong one, good God, using the wrong hook, that's why I'm going through only one string. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Skip the first one, going to the second. Single, 2 single, 3 single, 4 single, directly into the middle of the loop again with 9 double crochets. Of course, my hands are stretched out, so I keep slipping through the stitches. It's normal. It's very hard to record and crochet with your hands stretched out. Okay, so 9 double crochets. Skip the first one, come into the second. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then again. Okay, so we're going to skip this one. 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one. And then you have this one skipped out. And go into the loop and create 9 double crochets. Okay, everyone, so we're coming in with the brown. We're going to come into the first one here. Single. Next space. Single. And next space, single. So we're going to have 3 singles. We're going to come from the back to the front to the back, and we're going to do a double crochet, 1 chain from the back to the front, another double crochet, 1 chain separation from the back to the front to the back, double crochet, and we're going to proceed this way all the way to the end of the row, the same way. Back, front, back, 1 chain, back, front, back. So it's going to stay like that. From the back to the front, to the back. So you're going to have your 9 double crochets just the same. And then we're going to, either you can come in or you can come in the back loop. 1, 2. Again, the same thing, coming from the back to the front to the back, and create your 9 double crochets. 1 chain separation, and then you can cut your thread. We're going to proceed the last row with the green. Okay, so 2 singles there, and then continue on with your 9 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished doing. So as we did the 3 singles at the beginning, we did the same thing at the end. And this is the last row. So I'm just going to go right here, right at the edge, with a single. Try to hide my thread. Next space, single, and a single. I'm going to go directly inside of the first double crochet with the second, just that one right there. So I'm not coming in here. Okay, I'm going directly in. 1, 2, and 3, and peacock. Next space, single, 1, 2, and 3, and peacock. So we're going to have 3 peacocks. Next space, 1, 2, and 3. So now we have the 3 peacocks. On this one here, we're going to do chain 5. Okay, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you want to go longer, you can do 6 or 7. And this will be a longer peacock here. Into the next space, and we're going to do the 3 peacocks again. 1, 2, 3. And peacock, next space, 3 chain, peacock, and next space, 1, 2, and 3, peacock. I'm not going to go in here. I'm going to go directly into the first single, second single, and third single. I'm not, whoops, no, 2 singles only, sorry. We're not going in here. We're going directly into the first space, 1, 2, and 3, and we restart the same thing again. So I'm going to continue to do this, and then I'll meet you on the side, on the other side. As we're coming down, we're going to be doing only singles. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing the top. So on my last one, I'm going to come straight into the corner here, single, in between the rows, single, right in the first double crochet here on the side, single, and another single. So we're doing 2 for each double crochet here on the side. Single, 1 more in the same space, single, coming into the next double crochet on the side, single, and single, into the next double crochet, now if you find it's getting too tight, then you can do 3 double crochets, okay? It's not necessarily that you only have to do 2, depending upon your stitch. Everybody has a different stitch. So I did my 2. I'm coming in between the connection here, single, inside of the double crochet. I'm doing 2 in between the rows, single. So this is how it's going to be all the way around. in between the rows, single and 2 where the double crochet is, just like that. Okay, so we're going to continue to do that all the way to the other edge here, because this is all flat, so it's just 2 double crochet and 1 in between the rows, 2 double crochet inside and 1 in between the rows. And this does it for this tutorial. I thank you so much, everybody, for being part of this journey with me. I will have both of them in display in the kitchen. So I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, any concerns, please feel free. My Instagram is below in the description box, my Facebook, my email. You can comment here. There's so many ways. TikTok also. There's so many ways you can communicate with me. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. God bless. Take care. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up if you liked the video. Bye-bye until next time.